how do we do that for our kids? So let's say we've got some wealth. How do I
Yeah.
prepare my children for being wealthy? Do I say, you don't have to go to school because we're wealthy? Or do I?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a good question. And to me, I refer to the traditional estate planning model as the 4D model. Dump, divide, defer, and dissipate, right? We dump the money down to the next generation. We divide it up equally. We try to defer any taxes and we dissipate the wealth. It's a shotgun approach to wealth transfer, and that's part of why it doesn't last. I recommend what I call the 4P model. Again, purpose, help your kids have an understanding. And what we're finding more and more with children, millennials down, is they don't know who they are, they don't know what they value, and they don't know what they believe. So if you can just help your kids have an understanding of that, you're setting them ahead. So help them with purpose.
Yeah.
Second is participation. Mm-hmm. They need to participate in age-appropriate ways with the family, and they need to have responsibility. You know, we throw out the word entitlement all the time, and you see, those kids act entitled, or this person's entitled. Entitlement really is a focus on rights without any responsibilities, right? Enslavement is when you only have responsibilities and you don't have rights. And that's why we like focusing on being entrusted. And that's an equal combination of rights and responsibilities, right? And that's in balance. And so we think participation in, whether it's a family business, it's in chores, it's in being responsible for a portion of your expenses. I have clients who are worth, $40, $50 million. They have their kids go out and earn money for their shoes and get jobs and participate. Third is preparation. And that's beyond just education. It's interesting. I was working with a family once, and dad was really worried about, inherited wealth being a negative to the kids. And he didn't want to tell them how much money he had because he thought it might destroy their self-reliance. And it was fascinating. So we had a family discussion. And in the midst of that, they said, one of the kids said to Dad, we don't want your money, but you're really good at making it. Can you teach us how to make money? And he had honestly never even thought about it. And so what he did is they created separate little LLCs, and he invested with each of his kids, and they learned what's a stock, what's a bond. They learned how to look at real estate and how do you determine what's a good purchase and how do you cash flow it. One wanted to start a business. Okay, how do you look at that? So he was able to mentor them. And we used to do this. We had apprenticeships, right? And we would teach our kids. But unfortunately, so often we outsource that education and we're bypassing opportunities to prepare kids. And then the last is perspective. It's no fault of children to assume that how they grow up is how everyone grows up, right? And so I think helping people understand, serve others, travel the world, see what it's like around the world. Yes, go to beautiful places, but go to places where there's struggle and trial and difficulty, not to make you feel guilty, but to understand the opportunities that you have. I had a client once, they were going to Hawaii for 2 weeks and they were renting a beach house, $25,000 a week for 2 weeks. And they took all the kids. And he said, I don't want my kids to get the wrong perspective in life, so I'm going to make them fly coach. And I was like, well, that'll keep them grounded. There won't be any issues. But, I think it really is important that the fact that you can go to the refrigerator and open it up and there's food, that's actually unique. The fact that you have opportunities to be in sports or do other things is unique. And it's not to make you feel guilty, but it's to help you have a perspective on life. So, yeah, purpose, participation, preparation, and perspective. I think that's how you focus.